I think he's that big at that weight. You can't box on the inside. You know what I mean? You can't come down short and start chopping the hooks and uppercuts with these dollies. You don't need to, first of all, but I don't think you physically, even if you wanted to be able to do it. He's that big. He just outclassed the guy. It was one-sided from the offset, but he looked comfortable at the whole fight. Even when the guy's on the inside, it's not like...
It's Arum, baby.
Yo guys, it's your boy the Purist and we're here to talk boxing. Dillian Whyte has his rematch with Alexander Povetkin this weekend. A very highly anticipated fight. Of course, Whyte was looking to become the WBC mandatory. He took the fight, he lost, and now he's back there in the rubber match. How do you think it's going to go?
You know me, it changes every day, innit? Every time I watch it, it changes. Have we had any info come out of any of the camps? Do we know anything?
No, nothing like that.
Cause
no rumours.
Yeah, that's normally not even rumours. Normally, like obviously you hear little stories in it, and I feel like it helps sway decisions. Like I would like to know what Dillian's been working on, maybe who he's been sparring, what sparring partners he's been getting, if there's any adaptations he's made in camp. You know what I mean? Obviously Povetkin, things like that. It shows their mindset as well. But obviously, we saying no information, no inside information.
Nothing like that. And to be honest with Povetkin, there's not many heavyweights out there that fight like that. 6'2"
who you can get.
Yeah. So it's a bit tough. I think he's just fighting, like, not big guys, but heavy guys that are going to throw a lot of punches, fight on the inside. He posted one of his sparring partners on Instagram. Can't remember who it was. It was like a gatekeeper kind of fighter. But with me, even the first fight, I always said, like, when I saw them head to head, and I was like, wow, these guys are basically the same size. And Povetkin on the inside is a much more skilled fighter. So as soon as he's going to go on the inside,
he's going to cause problems.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously Dillian's whole camp, what you're saying, is based on not allowing him to get on the inside. Because I would like to have thought, obviously it was a quick turnaround. Me, I think if I was Dillian Whyte's team, it's hard because the situation he's in with the mandatory and all that, it's hard to waste time with warm-up fights and whatnot. But yeah, I would have been, I don't know, it's a big fight to jump back in without actually having that time to really make adaptations and work on stuff in camp. Because even though a lot of people said it was a lucky shot, it did look like he had that in his locker every time he got up close and personal to him. Every time Povektin got close, innit? He looked like he could pull something out from the inside. So obviously,
at that level, there's no such thing as a lucky shot. Povetkin, even after the fight, said we knew he was vulnerable to that and we set it up. And if you go back, you'll see how many times he jabs, slips inside and doesn't do anything. He's just looking and watching and waiting.
So what do you do? You're Dillian's corner man right now. You've been with him for the last 2 months, 3 months. What have you done in the camp?
You work on keeping it long, keeping it tight on the inside and not exchanging. So you can let Povetkin get his shots off and you just keep staying your tight guard. Don't let him have the opportunity to counter you back on the inside. Wear on his legs as well. Keep the movement high because I've seen Povetkin gas out many times.
What would you say Dillian's shape like? Would you say about keeping shape, keeping tight, compact, especially on the inside? What would you say? Because watching him, I've like some of the fights, the Chisora fights, he does some things that I think are lovely and they are compact, like the catch and counters. That you got to be a compact, solid fighter on the inside to do so. But obviously the likes of Chisora and that, like you said, in terms of inside fighting, ain't nowhere near the level of Povetkin.
But it's even with that, Povetkin done the jab and then he done like he sort of faked the right hand and slipped. Normally with Dillian Whyte, as soon as he catches that right hand, it's instant and just left hook. I think he fell in love with that. He didn't even feel that right hand, but he still went for it.
He was getting ready to throw it.
Exactly. So I think...
So maybe old habits.
Yeah.
Old habits. Changing old habits. Shots, things he's got away with up until this point. He's got to be working on getting out of.
But still, he's got to keep it long. Make Povetkin move his feet. And I think that's the only way. Just make Povetkin tired. Because late in fights, Povetkin's never really good. When he was on steroids, he was. As soon as he came off the steroids, late in fights, he didn't look very great, innit? So
yeah. I'm not going to call this one, man. This is a hard one for me because obviously Dillian, you know what I'm saying, he's from the ends, gets a lot of support. He's been real. He's done it the hard way up until this point. He's finds himself in a real... It's a tough situation because a lot of fans of his fans ain't necessarily boxing fans, but they just they love Dillian Whyte. They don't realise it's a massive fight he's in. It's a massive fight. If he loses, he could lose a lot of fan base, so he could lose some of his appeal.
And it's good to see someone like that become so successful in the sport, and because he's a man who'll fight everyone and anyone.
The way he's done it, yeah, 100%.
He's done it the hard way as well, innit?
Yeah.
So literally, he's pay-per-view every fight because he's fighting some of the best guys
Top
out there.
fighters.
As well,
Every fight's been a top fight. So boy,
he's fought more top 10 fighters than certain American heavyweights, isn't it?
who?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Who?
All of them, every American heavyweight.
He's been in there, man. He's done it the hard way, boy. So let's just say shout out Dylan. Hope he pulls this one out the bag. I hope he does. Hope he gives us a couple more big nights of boxing. I think he deserves the AJ rematch.
I think that's always there for them. No matter who he loses to.
Yeah, of course. But I think from a fighter's mentality, I think when a fighter takes a fight because of it's all that's there. Compared to that's the fight he's been. Even though I feel like Dylan Whyte could lose 3 fights in a row, get the AJ fight and still turn up and you know because they've got that rivalry. But the difference of going into that fight knowing that he should be in that fight, that's it. You know what I mean? He's worked his way back up like he has been up until this point.
It's like Converse book right now. Everyone, the whole country will tune in and watch it, but it's not.
Do you think so?
Yeah, 100%.
You think so?
Yeah. Amir Khan versus...
I'm not involved. See me, you know me. Amir Khan is my guy, innit? I'll tell you now, Amir Khan has been my guy from day dot. 2004 Olympics, from then I followed him, and I got a lot of respect for him. But...
So you're not having...
I'm trying to stay on the positive, pay man homage and that, but don't do it.
Press conferences. Press conference.
Yeah, but for what though? For what? You man's levels have declined so much. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, a fight's a fight, and people see a fight.
Yeah. People what will tune in. Mick won't. I'll tell you that.
Say the whole of the UK, but you.
I ain't watching. It's past. It's done now. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, let me not go into that. Let's stay on the topic, man. But fights. That's just because of it was there. Obviously, Dylan Whyte and AJ, like you said, it would always be there because of what they've done before the fight they've had. But Dylan Whyte, if he got that fight on the back of 2 big wins, you know what I mean?
But say, as you predict, Joshua loses to Fury.
Yeah.
And then loses in the rematch.
Joshua loses to Fury, loses in the rematch.
And goes straight into the Dylan Whyte fight. Whether Whyte beats Povektin or not.
Yeah.
You don't think that's going to be a big fight?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So what I was getting at was basically a fighter's mentality as well. So obviously the fans will tune in, but we don't want a fighter going in there with the mentality that he can make a big fight, he could get a draw, he could get people watching. We want him going in with that mentality that raw. I've been waiting since, when was it? 2016. You know what I'm saying? I've been banging out. I've had to bang out 20 guys up until this point. 27 whenever it was we fought Dylan. I've had to work, been going. You know what I mean? Grafting up until this point. So when he gets in that ring, it's you're gonna get the fight that you want to see.
Do you think Dillian Whyte, when he does win, him against Deontay Wilder?
When he does win, yeah?
Yeah, when he does win. Because I think COVID Povetkin is not like, I suppose his COVID was not like, he got affected quite badly by COVID.
Yeah. So you saying he ain't gonna be saying Povetkin?
No, I feel like he's gonna gas out after like 3-4 rounds and then.
Probably
so what you saying?
42 by now as well. He's at 42 now.
Okay. So what are we saying? Do we want to see him and Wilder?
Yeah,
I'm saying him and Wilder, Cowboy Stadium. Huge fight.
I watched the press conference a lot. I don't even need to see the fight.
No, that's it. I watch that fight all day because you're gonna see fireworks, innit? And there's egos. You know what I mean? There's egos. Them two, press conferences will go off.
Because obviously, if AJ and Fury are fighting too,
it makes the most sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he needs to fight in September or in like later in the year, right?
And keep Ruiz in the mix.
Of course.
Ruiz, Dylan Whyte, and Wilder outside AJ and Fury.
Did Ruiz just sign a contract?
Against Arreola. Pay-per-view as well.
Yeah. I see a little post, I don't know how true it is, but it's talking about he went into depression after the AJ fight.
He must have though, isn't it?
But I don't want to fucking hear it because
self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted, man. Fuck off, man. Sorry. No, I understand boxing is a harsh sport. You put yourself, you obviously put yourself in front of everyone, and you know what I mean. Put yourself on the spotlight, but you had the chance of a lifetime that kids dream of. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't take it. Nah, we're not buying into it. If you are depressed, get out of that shit and get up and go gym. You know what I mean? Let's go back to work.
All right. Let's go on to that. Ruiz Jr. versus Chris Arreola.
They ain't got nothing to say on that, man. No. What do you want to say? Is it worth pay-per-view? No. Are we going to watch it? No. We're going to watch highlights? Yes. We'll find out if any of them are even relevant.
They're looking to line up the Luis Ortiz fight. They've been trying to with Ruiz.
That's an exciting fight. That's an exciting fight. Louis, when we was just talking about the heavyweights, I didn't mention him, but that's an exciting fight.
What about his age right now? I don't know when the last time he fought either.
Yeah. But he fucking keeps giving the goods, innit? Like every time he turns up, we all talk about his age. He does what he's there to do, innit? Against Wilder, you know what I mean? He had him beat, hands down.
Other than the rounds where he got knocked down, pretty much won every single round, innit?
So he's always there. Him and Ruiz. I did say this Arreola guy. I don't even know him like that. Like, who did he box? What's his biggest fight?
Losing to Stavern.
Yeah, that says it all, really, doesn't it? I tried to think of something polite to say. Yeah, that says it all.
He lost to Wilder as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he beat someone recent, one of the prospects, one of the gassed up PVC prospects.
Again, the gassed up the heavyweights. You know who you want to see in the heavyweight division fight, and you know what I mean. The rest of them, you know what I mean. We want to see AJ Fury. That's it. Settle that one. Who's number one? And then obviously there's got the other Donnies just underneath that. We're happy to see them jump in with each other and mix it.
If you did like a UFC style, the number one, the whoever wins from Povetkin, Whyte, would be number one contender for if they fought Deontay. You know what I'm saying? That would be the kind of number one contender.
Yeah.
And then whoever lost that fights Ruiz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good setups. I like the way you're trying to throw UFC in the mix, though.
Come on, bro.
Shit. On the topic of UFC, what was I saying the other day? I watched
Stylebender.
Adesanya. I like him still. He upset me. He let me down.
He was playing games though.
Where?
You move it up in weight class and you don't put on no weight.
Yeah. But maybe that's too much confidence, innit? But what I wanted to say was when we took comparisons, I see you try and throw the comparisons in there, yeah? The commentating, I thought it was sick. And the hype and the build up.
Bro, I was just thinking about this, right? Swear to God, I was watching under 23s. England just played against Switzerland. They lost, right? Spanish commentating. Bro, they're just going off. You're watching under 23s and I'm actually entertained.
Right. It makes it so much more exciting. My boy said he obviously set his alarm, or he was sitting up waiting to watch it. He fell asleep during the first fight. I think the first fight was Adesanya's boy. I think he won by knockout. Obviously, the man had the whole team there. He said, but just the noise, the commentators, everyone. He said he woke up from the reaction of the knockout.
Joe Rogan's one of the best commentators for a reason. Every time, like a big punch. Every time, bro. Every time. It doesn't even matter if it rocks a guy. If the guy is getting like just punched, bro, always big reactions. That's what I'm getting at. I think we always talk about comparisons. People like to talk about comparisons. I think the sports don't compare, but the hype of UFC, I think boxing, just the commentating alone, it was like 3 Donnies just plotted up, innit? Yeah. 3 Donnies, it sounds like 3 Donnies sitting there bunning zoo, having beers, watching the sport. So you get more drawn into it, innit?
Does Joe Rogan even wear a suit?
Yeah, but no tie.
No, boxing guys. Because the boxing guys just look, they're bare stiff. They're trying to be all professional. This is
no, but these guys are just
and
boring,
it comes out in the way that they commentate the fight. It's like they're trying to come across professional. We understand that this is like they keep the gentleman's sport. Yeah, the Queensberry rules of boxing.
You're watching people getting hit in the.
Of course, but it is a gentleman's sport. This is the difference. This is my debate with the UFC fans. Boxing's an art, it's a science. UFC will never compare. I don't think the UFC brothers, I think game plans go out the window 9 times out of 10 in the octagon. I feel like it's such a free for all.
Yeah, you don't watch the UFC.
I feel like it's such a free for all. I watch the UFC.
UFC
in what way?
I watch Adesanya.
I've seen beautiful boxing. I've never seen beautiful MMA.
The UFC.
What I'm saying is a game plan.
Khabib not beautiful. Like what he does, Khabib.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
People. That isn't that
I
game plan.
appreciate it. Don't mean it's good. It's good to watch. Still, like
no. But okay, we're not talking about good to watch.
Like, a little girl watches that and thinks,
Go on.
No, I'm just saying that he has a game plan and he
of course. Khabib,
brutal,
I'm talking about the whole game in itself.
Of
now
course.
UFC, other than the elites of the elites, like Khabib, that are literally mastered their trade, what they do. Yeah, how often does it, like, for instance, Adesanya, what was expected of Adesanya? Did he do it? He done fuck all. He got took down.
But what do you mean?
He got took down and he had no...
But did you watch that fight?
I watched the fight.
Okay, so first 3 rounds, he took his leg out. In my opinion, he actually won that fight.
Who took whose leg out? Who took whose leg out?
Israel.
Adesanya, him coming up in weight, he's got to be busy, man. Now he's got to be busy. And you got to stay out of range. You're not going to take down the simple basics. But it goes out the window. I'm not just talking about that fight. I'm talking about the whole boxing but you're limiting what you can do. So you're going to perfect, as you might notice, right? This guy, little things in boxing. Oh, look, direct. My man's getting a bit agitated back there, yeah? Look, what I'm getting at, yeah? Boxing, I feel you pay so much more attention to the finer details. When we're in camp, you might say to your fighter, this guy likes to drift to his left a little bit. He drops his left hand a little bit when he throws this shot. He little things that you have to pick up because it's so much more, what's the word? It's so much more technical, innit? It's so much more, even though there's more to the UFC in terms of they can do this, stand up, take down this, there's so much more of variation of martial arts going on. But in terms of the actual fucking...
Well, the thing is...
strategic side.
Right now, at the top level, you're getting those kind of little kind of details that are changing. For example, Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier literally just kicked his leg out, right? But I feel like over
That's
time...
what I'm saying. So what's that, the game plan? That's the technique. Smash his leg out. Smash his leg out. Imagine that in a boxing ring, bruv. You go back to your corner, your coach say, smash him in his fucking head. Smash him in his side, yeah. Remember what we done in the gym? Smash him.
No. He was hitting him with low leg kicks to the knee to kind of dysfunction his knee, right? That's a very specific technique, which is like picked up in the last kind of 2-3 years. Yeah, no, it's calf. Sorry, my bad.
So McGregor's game plan went out the window because he's now got a smashed up calf.
Exactly. But that's the UFC, isn't it? It's certain techniques.
Why didn't he check them? I still don't understand. Why didn't he just check them kicks?
Bro, because he
don't know how to.
No, he didn't. He probably just wasn't in the game plan. He hadn't been
But
practicing
hear
that
what
style.
though? You kick my leg 3 times, I'ma change it. You kick my leg 3 times, I'm changing
But
something.
the thing is, he's so heavy on
and
that.
again, with the tactical side,
technique.
boxing could go back and forth like that. Like for instance, you make your adjustments, you come back to the corner, you're gonna make the little adjustments. Again, I think to me, UFC is like a free for. It's violence. If you want the violence.
UFC, they ain't got too many adjustments there still. I feel like fighters, they don't really make adjustments like that in UFC.
Yeah, I don't feel like the sport is
it's more of a survival thing. For me, UFC more, it's raw, old school. You're getting in there. If you want violence, then cool, go for the UFC.
Give the UFC 25 years and you'll see the level of fighters. Give him 25 years.
Man said 25
years.
Does he know how old I am?
No, he's right. He's completely
right. Does he know how old I am, though?
I'm telling my UFC fans the last 5 years, it's too early, isn't it? It's too early of a sport. It's like you said, with the front kicks. Yeah. The reason is he's so sick is because he's got that range, he's got the distance. You come close, front kick. You come close, he just knows that range, innit?
Obviously, a sport is always going to get advanced over time because the more people that get into it, the more technical it gets, the more you get people breaking things down, the science becomes a more advanced.
And the thing is as well is that you get such different techniques because it's become such a global sport. But
it would never be an art or a science the way boxing is.
I completely disagree. I feel like it will over time.
You know when it does, it will become so boring.
Yeah, of course, like boxing right now.
Dickhead. Abs, why you lining him up like that?
No, bro. It's the commentators. Going back all the way back to the commentators.
Give us the UFC commentators. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
give us them.
But that's what I'm saying. You need people because at the end of the day, boxing is a violent sport, right?
Again, no, that's why people tune in. 100%.
Exactly. So that's why knockouts sell, isn't it?
If boxing had Dana White and that UFC hype machine, there'll be no competition.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, 100%. But that's what I feel like fans have been waiting for. Like I feel like fans have been waiting for something to actually leech onto boxing. Because there hasn't been that right now. If you look at all the
because the fans are there. Because as soon as AJ come out, boom, fans are coming out. Everyone's just getting drawn in. It only takes a few fighters to come through and really transcend the sport like that.
It's not only the fighters; it's the actual content.
Of course, the whole whole sport itself. But then obviously, boxing's in competition with itself, whereas UFC. It's a one-man thing, isn't it? Boxing is competing with boxing. You got Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports. You got Bob Arum on that side. You got
where I'm talking about the competition needs to happen is not where the competition. I'm saying right now, bro. In boxing, for example, there's only one good, very well known what they called speaker announcers.
Who? Michael Buffer.
That's it. Do you know? Does anyone else know
what things?
Do you know any of brothers good as well?
What's his name?
I can't remember.
I know that's what I do. Showtime.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. But these people got to be personalities.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. Something Lennon Jr.
Sorry, like, it's not that, but it's something similar.
But these people got to become personalities. The whole essence of boxing needs to become what it used to be in the 80s and 90s.
That's the difference between boxing and
Jimmy Lennon. That's what I'm going for, you know.
It might be boxing and UFC. I think it's Bruce Buffer and Michael Buffer. I'm not gonna lie, Michael Buffer's a lot better still.
Michael
But
Buffer.
Bruce Buffer's the hype though.
Yeah,
I like it.
But the thing about
He makes you a bit nervous. You think that man says get ready.
But this is the thing about Bruce Buffer is he's at every event of the UFC. Bruce Buffer is the announcer for every fight. They don't have another announcer.
Cool. Back to the boxing for the fight fans.
of course.
Who's got the worst commentators in boxing right now?
I love the guy to bits, innit?
Who?
I've got to say Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
Because he tries to be professional. He tries to just come across humble, well spoken.
Yeah,
There's no personality. I think you want personality. I'd rather than have someone that knows everything about the sport and can tell you all these facts and histories and stats and statistics. Give us someone personality that you can get you drawn into a fight.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
You saying
Best
get him
commentator
in?
in boxing.
Yeah,
Get him in.
but the
All these good as
personality.
well though.
Who?
Paulie Malignaggi.
Yeah,
he
but he gets drawn out too much. He's very, he's one of my favorite in terms of like knowledge of boxing, but he gets drawn out, man.
But that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah,
These people have got to be
Jimmy
personalities.
Lennon Jr. Bam, 1-0 Mike.
But these guys,
He's about to die though. He's 62. Michael Buffer's at 70, bro.
Michael Buffer's been that age from day.
Yeah, for real.
But in the UFC, that's the thing is, all I'm saying is the UFC has built personalities around the brand, and in boxing, that's what they're lacking right now, and that's what I feel like boxing needs to really build up is personalities, not only in the boxing ring but outside the ring, because people get attracted to the whole thing.
For me, what Eddie Hearn's doing is very similar and very close to what Dana White's doing. I think he's almost on par in terms of the excitement generated, if not even more so. But obviously, like you said, about just, I don't know, for me, obviously, you know my thing with Eddie Hearn, he puts on these fake fights. That's the one downside. Obviously, he gets his fighters paid, which is great promotion. That's his job to do it.
Ted Cheeseman, another British title chance.
Yeah. He's getting his fighters paid. And it's sad because it's not sad. It's good for them. It's good for the boxers, but it's not necessarily.
It's bad for boxing.
It's
though.
bad for
it's
boxing.
The talent that needs it.
But the hype that he generates, the shows are by far the best shows.
Yeah,
Was that one not recording?
Yeah, for probably like
how long?
I've been looking at that one the whole time, cause
How long do you think until the UFC start doing Sweet Caroline?
that's when it's game over, cause. But that shows, innit? That shows.
Yeah, 100%.
The hype, cause.
Yeah, for sure. He's been doing a top quality job, but he hasn't been. The UFC has dominated the online world, and that's where we're going, and that's what I'm saying.
Is it? Is that a fact?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. The numbers on the UFC, like
that don't mean shit though, fam. That's like Arsenal got the biggest hype on Twitter, innit?
UFC fighters you've never heard of will have more followers than Canelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Does that amount to money though?
Of course.
Does that amount to
no,
views?
but that
followers,
of course.
Comments. All right, we get the comments.
The biggest pay-per-views are UFC. All I'm saying is that they need to build the online brand more. That's what I'm we're doing with.
But then obviously, again, it's an individual thing. Boxing is in beef with boxing, innit? In that sense, so it's hard to like.
Yeah, there's more.
Everyone's. Yeah, Eddie Hearn and this side working with Sky Sports, they're gonna just pump the mum out of what they're doing, innit? Frank Warren, BT, and it's like. It causes conflict, but obviously, if it was one big entity and everyone was all working together to make that thing the most powerful, exciting sport going, it would make life a lot easier, innit? But we're not gonna have that luxury. But
rivalry, in the essence of entertainment, rivalry should actually create more audience. That's the thing that I don't get from the boxing scene is that it should naturally create more. It
does to a degree, though. It's like Mayweather Pacquiao, because they had all of that rivalry and whatnot. It did make it bigger, but
that was only one fight.
No, it's a lot of them that do that.
What about?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like what you get in between, innit? It shouldn't take 4 years for that rivalry. You know what I mean? Innit? They take the piss with it sometimes.
What about the fact that there's rivalry within the TV networks and things like that? Do you think that's good or bad for boxing? For instance, Sky Sports obviously promote all of Hearn fighters. BT only talk about Warren fighters. MTK is quite versatile.
ESPN, they promote everybody.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So do you think that for me, I've always thought that's a bit of a like.
That's what they need to do. 'Cause I've seen
what they need to do. What
I've seen people mention other fighters, and then the other people on the team like, oh
yeah.
Like, what's
even like I used to just go on Sky Sports website when I'm bored, sit there and just go on boxing. I used to do it all the time for years. Just boxing news. But as time went on and they become solely working with Matchroom, it become biased.
Matchroom news, innit? Basically.
And it's like it loses its appeal.
So there's your answer.
So what? I didn't ask a question.
No, but what you're saying is, should
I'm
they
saying
be,
is that what I'm saying. What's your opinions on that for boxing? Do you think that's good for boxing? The fact that Sky Sports only go with him, BT only go with him.
No, but that's
you
my
not reckon
point.
it'd be better for all round open market thing? You know what I mean? Highest bidders and all that.
100%, of course.
Because this is gonna be like one of the first times just seeing Tyson Fury's face getting fully promoted on Sky Sports. Not saying that they don't, but obviously not the same recognition they give AJ.
And that's another thing about Eddie Hearn as well. Because he's had that Sky Sports push, it's much easier for him to do everything, isn't it? Frank Warren is just struggling having his own fucking TV channel that no one knew about.
Box Nation.
Yeah.
Before, but what was What was the other one? Satanda. Back in the day, innit? Before, that's what I'm saying. He's been doing it a hard way up.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that you're completely right. They should promote all boxers.
It should be boxing.
Because if you're promoting boxing, you win.
Yeah, boxing wins, the sport wins.
Where you were saying that I stopped tuning in because it just became it just became a narrative, right? That's completely correct. That's the reason why boxing is losing its traction, because it has become just narratives, and people don't enjoy that because you're just being sold the same bullshit all the time.
I think they don't realize if everyone promotes each other, we all win.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what the UFC is. You know what I'm saying? Not the UFC, but that's why the UFC has actually got limitations in itself, right? Because it doesn't have the ability to compete with
UFC,
people.
Promotes Strikeforce and all them people there.
No, but that's my point. Is that long term they can never be bigger than boxing, right? Because boxing will have more competition. You know, like a monopoly can only become as certainly oversized. They always have a limitation of how many fighters they have on their roster. You know what I'm saying? Where boxing, you can have fighters everywhere because it's more broken down.
Man just dropped the mic. You can't see it right now.
Why don't UFC start having like regional titles as well, like British champ and all that?
I don't think they will.
They don't even need it. Of course they will. You talking about 25 years from
that's
now,
more money,
the sport growing. That's where they get fucked as well. Cause that's when you start getting different sanctioning bodies and all this bullshit, fam. It will happen.
No, but that's why I don't think they will go down that route. Because it will just be so much more work when they can just be the biggest and the best. You know, like their profit margin is so much higher staying at the top and just dealing with the people who are at the top than having to start dealing with all the people at the lower ranks. Let those people just deal with themselves, and when whoever becomes big in those ranks just snatch the highest talent, and they're always going to be automatically attracted to the UFC because the best of the best are always at the UFC. I don't know. That's at least what I think. I don't know. It's difficult.
Bob Arum. Let's talk Bob Arum.
Go on.
He's been getting a bit mad lately, you know?
Why?
I've seen a couple of things. He's just saying it, just keep being real, but just being a bit like people saying, is he going too? Like he basically don't give a fuck.
Like he said, MMA is just for skinheads.
Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
He don't say it's just for skinheads, but you know skinheads love it.
He's going a bit far now because I don't know. He's a bit raw with it. Like these other promoters are trying to like. What's the word? How'd you say it?
He's like 80 years old. He come from a different era, fam.
Yeah, he's past it. He don't give a shit no more. He needs to just rack it in, bruv. Call it a day.
What did he say that was so bad?
I can't remember, but basically people was getting onto him because it's like he's not even trying to like build up the sugarcoat the bollocks no more. You know them ones there. So all these other men are out here putting work in to build it up, hype it up, this and that. He's just saying it how it is. You wanna watch a man? Cool.
Trying to read the headline.
Go on.
Bob Arum to frustrated Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fans. Go fuck yourself. You gotta love him though. He's just funny.
But at the same time, from a business point of view, now his fighters ain't getting in the fights we want, so he obviously ain't doing his job right, innit?
What do you mean?
Who's his top fighters?
Bob Arum.
Crawford.
Fury.
They're saying Fury. Obviously, there's frustrations there. We're waiting for this fucking confirmation. No one knows what's going on. Crawford ain't getting these fights.
I think Beterbiev is with him. I'm not sure.
I watched Beterbiev the other day.
Stevenson.
Okay. Let's talk Beterbiev.
He knocked out someone in the, I think it was the 10th round. Fight went how I expected it to go, but that guy was tough. Let me find out his name because he was tough.
Deans.
Yeah, he was tough.
His first Beterbiev fight I've watched fully.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Beterbiev or Canelo?
Adam Deans. Beterbiev.
Yeah, Canelo's got this because.
How?
He's got this.
What? Tell me how.
I didn't have an answer. Nah, he's got it. My man gets hit too easy. He gets touched up.
You think Canelo's gonna?
He's got attack. He takes everything on the gloves. He steps back, but he steps back in straight lines. Chins up in the air. He's got a good work rate. Warms into the fight. Got a nice range. busy with the left hand. I feel like his left, he gauges. He's always touching, busy, boom, driving in shots. But I feel like he's very one-paced, very in front of you.
He switched up pace a lot in that fight. I think
Yeah.
the 4th round, his team were like,
Pick up the pace.
and my man looked out of it. That's why I give him so much credit. After that 4th round, you know, when you see a guy's soul leave his body, like, you just
Yeah.
and
They say it's done.
Yeah,
But when you say
going.
changing the pace, would you say like
Literally,
not just picking up the pace and going through a gear from first, second, third? I mean, like being able to go up and down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, changing the tempo of your work.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, because he'll go from 1st to 5th, and then he'll stay at 5th. And
Yeah.
You
If you get Sussy's rhythm like that, you know what I'm saying. There's certain fighters that you cannot even try and get him on the end of your jab. You can't establish a good jab. They always got you thinking. I think
you're right about that, but so I don't. Canelo, if you make Canelo work hard for 12 rounds, I don't think he's got that in his locker.
he's gonna take a lot of shots, Beterbiev. Right, first of all, cool. I'm saying Canelo because Canelo is my guy. It's a hard fight. That's the sort of fights I want to see Canelo in. If he gets through Billy Joe Saunders, if he gets through Billy Joe Saunders, you only want to see. I only want to see him in there with them serious donnies. You know what I'm saying? Because Billy Joe is a serious test, and if he comes through that one, but
how's Canelo gonna fight him at range?
Fight who?
Beterbiev.
What do you mean? But Beterbiev is gonna walk him down. He's gonna be right in front of him. I think Canelo loves going on the back foot. I think he enjoys going on the back foot.
I
even
think
better.
it makes him too tired.
What, going on the back foot?
Yeah. 3 rounds on the back foot.
Serious pressure like Golovkin. Yeah, serious pressure. Someone just plodding forward, allowing you to do your little Mayweather little spurts like you did against Cotto and them, man. Where you just pull away, you have a little slip roll, turn off, reset. Yeah, I'll make you right. If Beterbiev is pressing him the whole time, but he's gonna eat some shots early on, man.
I don't think so.
Who, Beterbiev?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't see him just letting Canelo just throw big heavy level and just take them all.
Obviously, he's going to be coming back with stuff. What's his form of defense? How does he defend against Canelo? Say he's walking him down, touch, wham the right hand, wham the left hook, wham, touch, wham.
Who's doing that, Canelo?
But Beterbiev is in front of you.
Yeah.
But Beterbiev is in front of
Canelo.
Yeah. Throwing him shots. He's not a concussive puncher.
Who, Beterbiev?
Yeah.
Are
Would you
sure?
say he's concussive? That was the first full fight I've watched. He's your guy.
I think he's won every single fight by knockout.
Yeah. You saying he's a concussive puncher like that?
16 knockouts.
16 knockouts.
Yeah.
Would you say he's concussive?
Yeah.
I don't know who the 15 Donnies were. I see the last Donny.
Gvozdyk that was a unification fight.
So would you say he's concussive?
Yeah.
Like one single shot, if he lands, you're gonna think, oh yeah, you're gonna get a reaction from.
Yeah, he's been past the 7th round once. If you watch the end of the 1st round, he literally skims the guy at the top of the head and he went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he hits hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits hard.
Well, I'll watch him a bit more. Right now, I'm saying Canelo. I think it's a beautiful fight. Don't get me wrong. I think Styles made that fight beautiful, and I just think he stands there and takes him on the gloves, no?
Sometimes, yeah. Or sometimes, like I said, he moves back in straight line.
Little few steps back, but he looks like he's that confident. He don't care about going back.
Exactly.
He's gonna be in your face.
That's what I think. Sometimes
So I'm not saying it like it's a flaw, like he cannot do it. He just looks like, boom, I don't like Golovkin. I'm here.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere, innit?
Like, watch the Gvozdyk fight.
Yeah.
Where it's like Gvozdyk was technically up on the points, innit?
Yeah.
But by the 4th round, you knew, yo, he's getting knocked out.
What you
innit?
saying?
Like,
that was the son. He
Yeah,
looked like
the
he
son
sunned
versus
him
the
off.
father,
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah. But yeah, 4 rounds though. Yeah, yeah. If he done it for 7 and all of a sudden man just turned it around, but 3 rounds, anyone could come out.
no, he knocked him out the 10th. But I'm saying from the 4th round, you knew.
Oh, you could see what was
Yeah,
coming.
even Andre Ward was saying it's like, yeah, like, bro.
And who was the other Donny? Is he certified though?
Gvozdyk, Teddy Atlas was training him. He beat Adonis Stevenson, sent him to the hospital.
Oh, that Donny, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and Adonis is Superman, isn't it? So
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, he just walked him down and just said, take it, innit?
all right. I'm gonna watch some more. I'll regroup, go home, reassess.
He's getting old though, you never know.
Based on that, it's an exciting fight, and I just thought, oh, obviously, you know me, I'm a Canelo fan, so I'll probably look at Canelo's.
I just think it's a size. Canelo's not like heavyweight.
Yeah, I look at Canelo's pros. As soon as I see an opponent, I'm thinking, oh, I'll look at all the stuff Canelo could do and would do, and obviously is capable of doing. But yeah,
You think Canelo's got enough to get him out of there?
it's hard, not really in it, because of we ain't seen Canelo. Only real light heavy that Canelo's box was only
Kovalev.
light heavy that his box was Kovalev. Only how many super middles did he box?
3.
Who? Rocky Fielding,
Callum Smith, Avni Yildirim. If you're even gonna count.
Yeah,
that
don't
last
count Yildirim.
You're gonna count Fielding as well then.
What I was gonna say is just the way you seen him. He carried that concussive power in them weights. But against Smith, it weren't so. It was more of just wear and tear, breakdown, staying in front of man, innit? So the fact that my man's a full-on light heavy, solid light heavy, then
that's gonna make you work. That's the thing for me.
basically,
working hard.
work rate. If he had the work rate to put the punch output out, because I think if he could punch more higher volume in the way Canelo punches, if you add volume to that, he could get him out of there. But obviously, that's a big ask, innit?
I see him getting catch and counted a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when he's on the ropes. Beterbiev knows how to make the holes, innit? Especially when he's right in tight. Like I said, Canelo mid-range is great. On the inside, it's not the best though.
I hear that. But obviously, if he gets that fight, he needs to hit me up, innit? Come get that work in the gym and that. Just make them little adjustments. Because I can't have abs fucking getting this one right, innit? Fuck that.
But I'll take Beterbiev over anyone though.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone wants to fight him, I'll take him.
Calm. We'll make this happen soon.
Crawford was saying your boy Canelo scared of black fighters.
Yeah.
What did you make of that?
He's just trying to get hype, innit? What he's just trying to get a reaction? What? I don't know, bruv. You tell me.
I'll tell you something.
Go on.
Floyd Mayweather scared of black fighters as well.
Yeah, would you say so?
Yeah, 100%. Who's the last black fighter?
Speed. He don't like speed. He don't like skills.
Yeah.
These when you say black fighters, we're talking about skillful fighters, innit?
I'm talking about.
You don't say like he sees the colour of their skin and then thinks I don't want this smoke. We're talking about a typical black man.
If we're real with it, obviously black people are more athletic. You just go look
just
look at the NBA.
Yeah.
So it's like
let's stop being around the bush here. Come on. He took that smoke from Zab Judah. Judah give him that work. Who else we got?
Zab Judah.
Emmanuel Augustus. Are you mad?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Even Clotty and
hold up. Purist moment right here for the brothers that don't really know. Yeah, go searching Emmanuel Augustus. Watch this brother's highlights. Watch him against Mayweather. Mayweather said, "Am I wrong? That was his hardest fight today." Yeah. Go watch his Donny. I didn't even know he boxed Mayweather. I just stumbled across him on YouTube back in the day. Highlights. They call him the drunken master. Sick, different level. But yeah, him, Zab Judah. Who do you say?
I think it was Clotty or
not Clotty.
There was one bald head black guy where he gave Mayweather a lot of trouble. Had him on the ropes. It's like there's a video on YouTube saying Mayweather going to war for like I think it was 20 minutes or an hour or something bare long.
I'm trying to think.
And most of the fighters were black.
Yeah, it weren't definitely weren't Clotty. Joshua Clotty. Go on there, brother. Sure. But yeah, obviously, he at the end of the day, Mayweather smart. He took the fights that suited him. Let's not beat around the bush. He went coming up super featherweight, lightweight. He took on everybody. He took on who he needed to take on, and then
But at welterweight, where the guys were bigger than him.
Yeah, once he got to a chance where he could pick and choose his fights, he weren't choosing anyone with speed, reflexes, athleticism.
Yeah, DeMarcus Corley.
Yeah. Who was Chop? That was a different brother.
No, that's him still.
Okay, DeMarcus Corley.
He gave him problems. A lot of them did. And if Canelo...
So what we saying? Canelo don't like... But Austin tried, Lara...
Austin tried to give him problems. Yeah. Lara beat him.
Yeah, but he boxed him. He boxed him. So you can't say... So what I'm saying is Crawford's trying to draw a reaction. I'm not saying
he is, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's not say it's untrue.
He's not scared of him, but he don't like him.
They gave the pose him the most problems, innit? That's what I'm saying. That's the point. He's saying that they cause him the most problems.
Yeah, cool.
Because Canelo's one of his biggest traits is his athleticism, innit?
But he's done what he's had to do to earn the right to fucking. You know what I mean?
No one's ever done what they need to do to earn the right. Muhammad Ali didn't have to fight them guys. He still fought him.
All right.
What's this talk, fam?
All right, sorry.
Fucking millennials, bro. What the fuck? Muhammad Ali had every right.
Hear what I'm saying. You're right. 100% right. It's a moment of weakness for me there. I'm a bit tired. I've had a long day at work. Yeah. What I'm saying is the fans will still tune in. The purists won't. We don't accept it here in the purists. Yeah. But yeah, he's done. He's fought enough Donnies. Basically, take off 3 of them names out of that list, and everyone's gonna say Terence Crawford is you're spot on, mate. You know what I mean? He hit the nail on the head, but it makes it hard the fact that he was in there with the top fighters. Well, Lara, Trout, Mayweather.
Since he fought Lara, he hasn't fought another black fighter.
Who's been out there? You talking about the brother, the Charlos?
And Andre as well.
Andre, he ain't a draw though, Andre, is he?
Is Liam Smith a draw? He literally went back down in weight to fight Liam Smith.
England, but we would have got more of a draw. Who promotes Liam Smith?
They fought in America.
Who promotes him?
But he weren't,
Who promotes him? Eddie Hearn.
I think at the time.
There you go. It
might have been Frank though. Yeah, it was Frank actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was Frank.
Mazza.
I'm pretty sure it was Frank. I'm not sure, but yeah.
But yeah, I'm not. Obviously, his style. again, going back to what we was talking about, you
Nah, but I'm not with this. You earned the right. Why fight Liam Smith? You can fight Charlo 100.
who did he fight after Liam Smith?
He went back up to middleweight to fight Golovkin. I think.
Okay, so it was like a tune-up fight. Smith was like a little go-between fight.
But he was saying he needed to get accustomed to 160 pounds, so he's fighting 155. Trying to get accustomed to 160, so he got back down to 154. That don't make no sense.
I'm just not hearing this no more. I'm choosing not to hear this. Nah, I hear what you're saying. So what are you saying? He needs to go beat up a black middleweight. Is that what you're saying? You want to see a black middleweight get punched up?
To be fair, at this point, all I care about is undisputed, and he's fighting the right guys for me.
Who is that? What weight? At 168.
Yeah, so he's
Super
fighting
middle.
Saunders. He's looking to line up Plant. If he does that,
That's
I don't
your
care. I
guy.
don't care if he fights White, Black, whatever, and just
yeah.
fight the other champions.
That
That's my
whatever weight you decide, we love to see you going up and down, whoever you are, if you got the ability to do so. But don't do it just for the right fights. Do it once you've got to that level. Do it to show that you can clean up them weights, innit?
And try to fight the best, innit? If there's 3 black champions and 1 white champion, you know what I mean? Innit? Choose literally the worst one of the bunch. Yeah, shout out Canelo though. He's doing good for boxing. Still fighting all the best guys out there. As soon as he leaves De La Hoya.
70,000 as well. They're gonna be selling at Cowboy.
Yeah. With Saunders.
They said 25,000 pre-sales already. And that hasn't been like official, like the actual official ticket sales start, I think, tomorrow.
Saunders can't even get all the gypsies in America, can he?
No, according to the UK government laws, no one should be travelling to that.
They're not there.
What about his Indian brothers? Right. What are you saying? Can we talk about the hot topic of the week, please?
What's that?
My boy.
Omar Khan.
Who?
Nah, let me not say that before you say it. Who's your boy?
Right, let's go back. Can we talk about the hot topic of the week, please?
Go on.
My boy.
Who's your boy?
Big Lawrence.
Oh, we ain't touched on that.
Come on, cuz. I wasn't letting it go. What we saying?
Lawrence Okoli knocks out Glowacki, and I think the 6th round pretty much dominated the whole fight off the jab. Glowacki, as soon as he tried to get on inside, either Okoli was too far away or he just held him in it, which is a smart thing to do, to be honest. It wasn't bad holding like he's done before, but it is what it is, innit? Klitschko done it for years, no one criticised him. Knocked him out with a great right hand as well, innit? Great right hand, innit, man?
Bruv, listen, that was a punch perfect performance, bro.
Yeah.
Punch perfect. He done what he had to do, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we can all be critical and talk about his inside game. He could do this, he could do that. But at the end of the day, I think he's that big at that weight. You can't box on the inside. You know what I mean? You can't come down short and start chopping the hooks and uppercuts with these done. You don't need to, first of all, but I don't think you physically, even if you wanted to be able to do it. He's that big. He just outclassed the guy. It was one-sided from the offset, but he looked comfortable at the whole fight. Even when the guy's on the inside, it's not like before. I could say, even though he was tying people up, which is obviously a smart move in boxing, it could look sloppy because he don't look comfortable doing it, or it don't look natural. Just now, he just nullifies the guy's any attack he comes with. It just gets nullified. Either he's out of range, or he just puts his weight on, man, ties everything up, goes back to rangy boxing. Busy with that left hand, I like that. He's stepping to his right, constantly touching with that left hand, just teeing up on that right hand all day long. I thought that was a great performance, and I thought it makes you think, how far can he go? You know what I mean?
Especially with his size advantage against all the other cruiserweights. Everyone's going to literally have to go in there and say, I have to get on the inside of this guy and rough him up.
And then straight away, you're creating your own problems.
Yeah,
you're going to force the fight to get near him. I can't see a cruiserweight getting near him. I cannot see a cruiserweight today.
The only one I would pick against him is Bradish. I think that's the man to beat. I think he's unified as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's definitely the man to beat.
The good thing is Lawrence is taking these fights. They jump, they ain't playing about, they ain't beating around the bush, they ain't being shy with it.
And he called out Bradish after the fight as well, and Bradish's promoter got straight back to him. Like, you're not ready, let's go.
Stuff.
Because Bradish, a lot of people thought he beat Usyk.
Yeah?
Yeah. World Boxing Super Series.
This is the final. Was that no, not the final.
Semi-final.
Okay, I watched the final.
It was a lot closer than the final, though.
Okay, yeah, because no one thought the other Donny won the final.
Nah, exactly. He didn't around at that fact.
Yeah, but the guy, yeah, man, it's exciting to see what he does. So hopefully, let him do what he does. Let him unify this cruiserweight. Hold on to them belts for a while. You know what I mean? He's in no rush, but I think it's inevitable. He's gonna end up as a heavyweight. I would like to, if I was in his team, I would like to know have him in sparring, having these heavyweights.
He spars heavyweights all the time.
Yeah,
Sparring Tyson Fury for
Oh yeah, he got
Wilder
called up
fight,
for the
innit?
Wilder fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I would do is I would bring him fighters over for him to adapt.
Okay,
Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously,
yeah.
he's been a sparring partner for other heavyweights, which is massive. That's a massive experience. I think as an upcoming fighter, you've always got to try and get yourself punched up as much as you can. That'll be my bit of advice. I'll hand that. But bringing in fighters that's got the short, stocky, you know what I mean? The Andy Ruizes. You know what I mean? They're man for sparring, you know what I mean? He ain't got it behind closed doors, but just having working on them inside stuff with these big dunnies. Because I think it's inevitable he goes to heavyweight. Because no one ain't touching him at cruiserweight.
What level do you think he gets to in heavyweight?
It's a big... Right now, I think you can't even comment. You know what I mean? I feel like you have to see him developing and growing. Because Usyk, for me, looked shit as a heavyweight against Chisora.
But he's bigger than Usyk, isn't
What are you
he?
saying?
He's taller than Usyk, but I think Usyk's probably bigger than him. Like, weight-wise, innit?
backbone.
Right, Usyk as a heavyweight for me.
He weren't a heavyweight, and it's not exciting. There's nothing that makes me want to think he could. Oh, that's a good fight, him and so. That's not for me.
I feel like if Chisora paced himself better and
He coulda.
realized like this guy can't actually do much.
Do the
to
rounds,
me.
yeah. Rather than thinking I'm gonna go out there, just think I'm just gonna put pressure on his, sit on his chest 12 rounds
That's
the whole
innit?
time. Fuck him up.
Yeah, any heavyweight that it's like Chisora can't even throw punches properly. Like, no offense, like I love Chisora, but his technique is poor, innit? A lot of them sloppy hooks he was throwing, do them to the body, would have been a different fight.
Yeah,
innit?
because you're always gonna hit something to the body, innit?
Yeah.
You're always gonna learn something.
Especially when you weigh 60 pounds more than the other guy, it's gonna take his toll eventually, innit? I think Usyk against other guys his height and who don't weigh too much, he'll beat them. But if you're talking guy you have to look up to who's way heavier than you, hits harder than you, probably faster than you, because Usyk's hands, they're quick, but they're not fast, if you know what I mean, innit? I just don't see him beating any top heavyweight.
Usyk, nah,
Yeah.
yeah. But and a bit boring fights as well. Not even seeing nothing to like Wilder, even though we all think he's a one trick pony, it still adds excitement, innit? So even if he's getting beat up, you think, fuck, I would like to see if he can land that. Yeah, I'd like to see if he can land that right hand.
Usyk versus Wilder, you got. I think Wilder might just land one eventually.
Yeah. I'll find out what day the fight's on and go out to the pub or something. Go fucking TV off, bruv. I'm not involved in that fight at all.
Usyk, you ain't got enough to keep anyone off him.
Dead fight. But you know what we got this weekend? Exciting boxing.
What's that?
This weekend coming up.
Go and tell me.
Frank Warren, Bill.
You Khan.
You're Donny.
You're Donny, innit?
man stamped him, put a stamp of approval on him from early. Been sparring our brothers in camp. Serious Donny.
His debut, innit?
First one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's mad because he's been training, sparring Ramez and Ryan from a year ago now. It was a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for their fights in June. So over a year ago, we watched this kid sparring, and this kid potentially showed levels. You know what I mean? Obviously, boxing's a tough sport. It's got a long way to go, but potentially, I expect exciting things. I think it's definitely one to look out for. Also, big Stefan Adenton, cruiserweight boxer, also trains at the same gym, same stable as Lawrence. So you know he's getting that good work. Then man, I think they come through the amateurs together as well. But yeah, the brother for a cruiserweight again, another 6'6", solid athlete. His hand speed, power, balance. He's got a lot of ability. Again, boxing, it's a long process. You know what I mean? You can't just base it off of ability. There's a lot to it. But if he gets it right, he's working with a good coach. They're doing a lot behind the scenes. I've been watching. If he gets it right, I believe this kid can go far as well. I think definitely one to watch out for.